Hello everyone, welcome back to Destiny 2. Prism here, thank you so much for joining me. Alright, now we are going to do all of Act 3 in one video. Before, I was going to do that, and then the game essentially just threw me an exotic mission, which I decided to do by myself, because why not? I figured it would just be more fun to kind of record that by myself. But I needed to step away and take a break after that. It was a pretty intense one. That wasn't even the most intense one we've ever had. It's just, I don't know, I just wasn't expecting it, so that's kind of why I felt that way. But we're going to go back to a Rising Chorus here, so we're going to meet with Ikora. And so now we know that the conductor is looking for a perfect version of the universe, kind of like the Witness was, except this one's a little different. She's trying to find existing timelines. She's not trying to force them to calcifization, you know what I mean? So we also got a new a gun, so I'm going to use that.
Never trust anyone who tries to justify their actions for the greater good. There are hundreds of copies of Maya Sunderesh in the Vex simulation network. She knows that there's nothing we can learn from the Vex that would bring us closer to our golden age. Those times are behind us. We're here, and we have what we need. No. What Maya wants is control. And for now, she has exactly that. She has an agenda more personal than a golden age. She always does. You saw her experiments. She's iterating, using the Vex, using Chioma. We lost so much to the collapse, but this path won't lead us to anything but more loss.
Exactly.
Guardian, work with Failsafe to get back inside Maya's facility in the center of Nessus. With more data, we can uncover her secrets and put an end to her search.
I was gonna say, we'll have to see how we can get through this problem, right? I mean, it's funny, the Witness, after the Witness, everything feels kind of easy in terms of, like, you know, saving the universe I'm talking about, but, I don't know, this is a real threat. This is very interesting. Also, everybody, I adjusted some microphone volumes, so forgive me if it's too loud. I'll fix it in the next episode of whatever I do. Okay, let's try out this new weapon. It looks very cool. Oh, wow. It's supposed to be an auto rifle, but... huh. I don't like the reload time, but that's okay. Let me just grab some bounties really quickly first. Also, I don't know if y'all have noticed this, but you're seeing earthquakes on Nessus. Nessus is changing as we speak. I don't know if that's just an update that we've been seeing to the world itself. I think Bungie just updated Nessus real quick.
An excellent choice.
There we go. Got it. Be able to do some of those at least. Alright. To the Lost Sector. And, that's one of the things that's very interesting. Is that, you know, this is a live service game, so we are seeing updates to the world as we go. I mean, they've been doing them for years, but, you know, we haven't really seen.
Okay, Captain. If we're
ones.
going to bring any kind of fight to the conductor, I'll need to reclaim some of my original Exodus Black tech.
Wow, that's a powerful auto rifle. I like this gun. It's almost like a scout rifle in a weird way. Oh, okay. So hip fire means just a giant void explosion. I love that. That's awesome. That's kind of cool. I like that. Also, I should mention to you all, Bungie has announced the next year for Destiny. So Destiny is not going away, like we all thought, because of all the layoffs. Basically, long story short, is that we will be seeing essentially we'll be seeing 2 expansions a year, which is kind of crazy. They're upping the expansion. So what they're going to do, instead of doing a huge expansion like they normally do, they are going to instead, they are going to do 2 medium-sized expansions a year. And essentially what that does is that gives us new locations, and they're going to do seasons in between. So it's going to basically be... The game is basically going to get updated every 3 months. Like a major update is going to come every 3 months. But an expansion is going to come pretty much every 6 months. That's pretty much been guaranteed. So that's the new format they're looking at. And it'll probably be better because it'll be less crunch and more polish. That's kind of what they're looking to do, so. I'm going to assume that that marker is there to show you what one looks like before you go try to find the others.
Seen that thing in a long time. I'll integrate it into my system, and then... Watch out, the conductor. I'll be better at researching how to destroy you.
Oh boy. So fun. God bless Failsafe. Oh man. I do like this gun. This gun is... Activate upgrade protocol. Go. Got some more quests. Perfect. Let's see what's next. Help Failsafe Research Specimen NES007. Okay. NES007. Alright. Defeat Vex with solar damage. Okay, well. Much as I love this, time to go back. There we go. That was like the perfect fucking place to do that. I could literally give 2 shits about this other guy. Okay. Okay, well, hold on. Secure the data Failsafe needs by completing Echo's Encore, Echo's Battlegrounds, or extracting data breaches. Okay.
Vex wearing the yoke of command are under Maya's control. But the precursor Vex are part of her collective. She's bringing them out of time with the power of the radiolaria and reconfiguring them to suit her needs, making them individuals and directing them rather than enslaving them to a hive mind. Makes her iteration more effective, faster.
Okay.
If she's looking for our golden age, that's how she'll find it.
The specimen has been manipulated to unexpectedly complex ways. Failsafe has run out of data to compare it to. It could use the first batch. Rapidly defeat Vex to acquire a sampling of their CPUs. Grind, grind, grind. Okay.
You found the other Hydra, eh, Captain? Nice. These duplicate Vex signatures have been popping up all over Nessus, sometimes on totally different frames.
I wonder if they are replicating in batches to test specific adaptations. Maybe.
Who knows?
Captain, I was able to access the memory cores of the exos you found.
They were not pleasant. But they did have access codes and geological data about minerals. Not a thrilling read, but the descrambled codes might open up some doors. I'll send them to you.
Okay. Say so.
The frogs are saved, and you brought a new crew member aboard. Thank you, Captain.
I suspect this little guy's toxic secretions insulated it from Vex radiolaria. Impressive.
The Vex will adapt to assimilate this species along with the rest of Nessus. But we can protect them with violence.
Oh, it's such a cute little thing. Oh my god, so cute. Alright. Let's put all of this shit in. Okay, so you. Here's my exo head. Okay. This guy. Is that one. Stuff.
I am honored to house you.
Oh, it's so cute! I could pet it!
Good frog.
Captain Jacobson she called the frog Captain Jacobson. I can't with this woman. Oh my god. I cannot believe that. This is the holo projector in the helm. Okay. Well, first off, I gotta do this. Hold on. I was thinking 600 levels there. Alright, I made it to 127. Crazy. Woo, boy. There we go.
Hello, Guardian. Failsafe asked that I take over briefing duties while she works on her research. We were speaking earlier. She had disengaged her filter, so she used her rain cloud voice. And she asked how it felt when I took the memories of the other saint. I told her it was like becoming more myself. That saint and me, we are the same. But there was one important difference. You, Guardian. The other saint, he died alone. But I met you after Osiris sent you to find me. You gave me hope in my darkest time. I fought to live up to your example. That is how I survived. And slowly I found I was no longer living for you. You were good to have around, do not misunderstand, but I was leaving for me. I told this to Failsafe, and she was quiet for a long time. Then she said she had to feed her frog, and I left. But I think it was a good talk.
This frog is going to be the new meme of the game, isn't it? Alright, that's part 1 done. God, that was boring.
Listen, Guardian, I was thinking hard about how to beat the conductor, and Osiris stopped me. He said the conductor is very strong, and has abilities we cannot stand against. But, he said, maybe we can beat Maya Sunderesh. Osiris told me the story of Maya, how she was lost in the Vex network, split into hundreds of copies, until the powers of the Echo brought her to life. The conductor is one of those copies. Could be the first one, could be all of them smashed together. Maybe she does not even know herself. But Osiris says all Mayas are scientists, and we can see her thoughts in her experiments. We must find what she is trying to do. Failsafe has located pieces of tech to help you study the exobodies in Maya's laboratory. If we can learn what Maya is doing with those, maybe we can think of a way to stop her. Brains, not brawn, yes?
I guess. Oh. Alright. Okay, radio message.
Guardian, I bring an invitation. It's not too late to accept. Everything I do is for the sake of a second golden age. I return to what we have all lost. The Witness's failure showed that homogeny is fragile. Strength rises from individuality. It rejected the lesson of its own memory. Commander Takal's strength was their individual perspective. Their skill at directing an army. Not a hive mind. The Echo of Command and I were equally shapeless before we joined. It reformed my consciousness even as I made it into my mantle. Power joined to individual will. This is the key. Commander Takal lacked one, and the Witness lacked the other. I hold both. With the Echo, I encouraged my Vex's individuality. I commanded your ally. With more application, could anything lie beyond my reach? I have the will and power to create a new golden age. I am no tyrant. The conductor listens to her chorus. Join it and be heard. I'm sure we'd both prefer you make that choice for yourself. But believe me, that isn't necessary.
See, the problem is when you try to say that you are the one that will create a new perfectional anything, really, you end up corrupting it with your own greed. And so, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, we have proof of that right here. I mean, look at what the Witness did. Hello. But for it to find a new golden age is just... I don't know, man. I really don't. All right, let's keep going with more of this stuff. So, Act 3 is still going. Let's keep going on this. So, recover the exodata from the Lost Sector Perdition on Europa. Got it. All right, into the Lost Sector we go. We haven't done this in a long time, so I'm actually going to keep this in the recording. It's been a while since we've been on Europa. I feel like a lot of us have not really remembered what Europa looks like.
The conductor has that pile of exoframes down in her lab. She was using them to host consciousnesses. I've been trying to figure out why, and then it hit me. Inconclusive. I need control data from other exos, and Europa's a great place to find some.
I don't know what the Destiny music is going to be like after all these layoffs. God, I really hope. I really hope that Bungie is going to be okay. I feel so OP. Yeah, it's really good. Cool. Just get rid of this guy now. There we go.
This is good data. Yeah, I think I can almost decrypt another one of the conductor's exos. All I need now is a cerebral host matrix. One of the classic Bray models. Could you help me out, Captain?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how Clovis Bray feels about us anymore, considering the fact that we kind of destroyed his ability to take over humanity. I don't think the Bray facility will ever be active again based on what happened with Rasputin's season. For those of you who do not remember, in Rasputin's season,
Alright.
Hold on.
Sure, there's a host matrix around here. Beep boop, beep boop. Good. I'll just mark it for you. I'm way better at finding stuff since you upgraded me. Thanks for that, by the way.
Sorry, what I was saying was that, Clovis Bray's head is no longer really active anymore. That was here based on the fact that proximity sensors going off like crazy. Yep, there it is.
Got it. If you're ready, we can head back into the conductor's lab. The exoframes she's working on down there have got to be key to the golden age she keeps talking about. We just need to uncover their secrets before she kills us all.
Destroy the conductor's coral mind in the exotic mission Encore. Again? Oh my god, they're gonna make me do that again? All right. I won't do the whole mission in this video because there's a whole video that I have dedicated to that at the beginning of Act 3, which surprised me, so we'll see how it goes. I'll see what they're talking about in this one.
We
Not
must
that I know what
gain
I'm doing.
access to Sunderesh's facility once again. With the data Failsafe has collected, we can better determine Sunderesh's use of the exo-consciousnesses within the VexNet. The conductor seeks to assimilate all of Sol under her command. She desires a golden age. But what does she really mean? With her methods, I do not assume benevolence. All I know is that it would undo everything we have accomplished since the collapse. We cannot allow this.
Empress Kaido believes that the Shadow Legion here are commanded by the defector scion, Yurix. It would explain their interest in Maya's research, and the Echo. It wouldn't just be access to the Vex simulation network. It would give Yurix command over an entire Vex collective. You can see the danger in that. Maya is diverting Radiolaria to search the Vex simulation network, peering into other timelines, trying to find our own past. And to that end, raising an army of her own collective to subsume Sol. She can use her Echo to control Vex, but these are under her command completely. She's converting them to serve her. Do they even know what they're doing?
Sunderesh's use of Chioma prefigures a dangerous compromise. We knew that she was capable of stepping beyond the bounds of ethics in her experimentation, but now we know the extent. The threat is serious and imminent.
Fidelity test. How did I make you cry on our wedding night?
Maya? Maya? Where are we? How? We're alive.
How did I make you cry on our wedding night?
You didn't. I made you cry. Because I called you Sunrise. Suryo Day. Because your mother called you that. Because it reminded you she was gone. That she missed the happiest day of your life. And I touched your cheek. And I told you there's always another sunrise. Even after we see it set.
Degaussing exomind. Sentimentality is higher than expected variance.
Sunderesh
Jesus.
is bringing copies of her wife, Chioma Essie, out of the VexNet. Finding them, interrogating them, and discarding them.
For her golden age?
No. No, perhaps what would be her own personal golden age. The wife she remembers. The one from her own simulation.
And Maya will destroy Sol to find her.
God, this game is so gay. I love it so much. Oh, yes.
Sunderesh has recreated her caretaker. We face the same threat as before, and I do not believe it will be the last.
Osiris. I heard what the Guardian found. How could Maya do such a thing to Chioma, to the woman she loved?
Sunderesh convinced herself that she could never have loved this Chioma at all. Not this one. And not the others.
But this Chioma loved Maya. We heard it. I am sorry for doubting, for believing the conductor for even one moment. I am so sorry, Osiris, for doing that to you.
No, Saint. Don't apologize. You were forgiven from the first.
Okay. Alright, I didn't intend to have to do that mission twice, but whatever, it's fun. Next is visit the helm. Yeah, that's a fun mission. Yeah, it's just more and more fun every time I play it. I just didn't intend to have to do it twice, that's all.
Guardian, I can now confirm. Every exoframe in Maya's lab once held the consciousness of Maya's wife, Chioma Essie.
Jesus.
Each a different version, pulled from the Vex network. Uploaded, judged, found wanting, and eliminated. Guardian, there are details about Maya Sunderesh I kept from Saint. He did not need to know the cruelty of the hands that touched his mind, or how much they reminded me of my own. But today, I saw a reflection of myself. Had I lost my way? If I never found Saint and instead wrapped myself in obsession, I thought myself heroic in my search, a romantic, and that I was justified by my success. What if I had not realized my good fortune? If I had met Saint, not with relief, but with skepticism, to imagine myself finding Saint, deciding he is wrong, killing him, and then starting again. It would have broken me, and I believe it has broken Maya. One capable of such horror has defiled the concept of love. Do not forget what you're dealing with.
Yikes. Not a fun time. Oh, I'm out of space. Cool.
The conductor waits at the core of Nessus, working to awaken the planet and consume us in a flood of radiolaria. All in the name of her golden age, where she reunites with Chioma. Guardian, we cannot fight against the echo of command. But I think we could find Chioma. The Chioma Maya thinks of as hers. Failsafe believes she could isolate a signature using Chioma's original logs on Neomuna. Maya is still confined to the Nessus network, so that information remains out of her reach. It's the only advantage we've got. If we took that signature back to the lab, we could succeed where Maya has failed. Listen, I won't put another life in Maya's hands, not after what she's done. But if anyone could make her understand, it would be the one Chioma she's been searching for. I realize this is a long shot. Failsafe has prepared a contingency plan in case this goes wrong. One way or another, the conductor's search ends now.
Alright. Part 3 of Act 3. It looks like this might be the final stretch. Okay. Whoops, I forgot to do one thing here. Alright, let's see what they have to say.
Guardian, we have managed to decrypt another personal log taken from Maya Sunderesh's domain. At first, we discovered the method of her search, but we were mistaken as to what she was looking for. Now we understand. Here, listen.
Maya Sunderesh. Personal log. Incidental. The variances have been outside of acceptable bounds on each attempt. Incomplete or divergent memories. Outsized or diminished emotional responses. These forgeries are not my tomb. The memories are baseline. There are other timelines that mirror this one so closely that my interrogation would not, by itself, yield my tomb. They all loved me. They all remembered the name of our daughter. That isn't the point. My Chioma would understand what I'm doing here. All she needs to do is look at the state of soul since our time on New Muna. The mistake of the collapse, Clovis's hubris, the revelation of the witness. My Chioma would see me as a savior, and that she and I have a chance to rescue humanity from itself.
Do you see? She's a Pygmalion carving her love from the Vex, too obsessed with her sculpture's perfection to see that the flaws lie within herself. She doesn't remember Chioma, no more than she remembers the Golden Age. Their memories clouded by ego and need far removed from the real. Chioma will die 1,000 deaths before Maya realizes her love is conditional. But perhaps we can find her real Chioma. And she can convince Maya of her error.
Oh, I don't know if that's possible. Yikes. We'll have to see, right? Okay, let us keep on going. Looks like this might be the final stretch. Yeah, we only have a couple. I swear, if I have to do that exotic mission again, I'm gonna be super annoyed because that was... Listen, I love that mission, but it's getting a little tiring now. Just a little bit. Alright, search the Neomuna Veil Containment Terminus for the quantum signature of the true Chioma. Alright, so now we have to... Looks like we gotta go to... Neptune. Veil Containment. Alright.
Captain,
I see the
Veil
sensor.
terminal on Neomuna should hold a trace of the Chioma Essie the conductor thinks of as hers. If I attune to it, I can match its frequency and find the corresponding Chioma in the conductor's lab. I think. Then we can pull that Chioma's consciousness through, I think. And then she can talk the conductor out of murdering us. I think.
They really missed an opportunity to keep Callus's body there. I think that would have been cool, but anyway.
I've isolated the signal. It's one of hundreds, but it's the same as the conductor. I'm ready to carry out Ikora's orders. But first, we need a plan B. Take me to an active Vex network node on Neomuna. I have an idea.
Okay.
Okay, Captain. I need you to install a Vex network relay for me here on Neomuna. The conductor can only monitor Nessus incursions, so they should let me help if things go wrong. Beep boop bingo. Set it up right there. Alright, that's my back door into the Vex network, just in case reuniting Maya with Chioma goes horribly wrong. Not that I think it will, but I kinda think it will. Be safe. Okay, Captain?
I'll do my best. Okay. Stopped it. Are you kidding me? Okay. I'm not gonna record this again. I'll be right back. Alright, so I said I wasn't gonna record this again, but it looks like theirs is a different version of it with some extra lines, and it looks like the mind is right there, so... This might be it.
You venture into Sunderesh's domain once again. But now, I have a word of caution. I know how Saint felt when the conductor called to him. I recognize it from when Savathun had her hold over me. Thoughts that are not your own. Flashes of another consciousness encroaching on yours. And soon, rattling against the bars of your own mind. Even as you try to ask forgiveness for what you have been made to do. I feel it again. The conductor grows more dangerous each passing moment. We cannot know the extent of the Echo's power until we see it for ourselves. I know it will not end with the Vex or with Saint. It will end with us all. Go, Guardian. We must finish this before we too are compelled.
Okay, that's fine, but now it's right here. So... End the conductor's plans, like, what? I don't go down the same path. I don't go down into the same place, do I? I mean, after seeing... the enemy there, I mean... I cannot believe that they made us do this exotic mission 3 times. Oh my god, Bungie. Fucking get some original ideas. That's unacceptable. You can't bring us through the same thing 3 times and expect us to keep interest. That's ridiculous. And I know that this might have been at the part where they laid off everybody, but come on, man. Like... You gotta be a little bit better than this.
Failsafe's countermeasures will put an end to Sunderesh's research here.
That, and finding the Chioma from Maya's timeline will hopefully finish this.
Our calibrations on Yamuna will allow us to locate Chioma within the VexNet. But even if we succeed, and find the version of Chioma that Sunderesh is searching for, I'm not certain it will be enough. We shall see. I can only hope that my fears are unfounded. Even if Sunderesh fails eternally at her goal, she will eat away at our reality until it is subsumed by her Vex. We learned of her methods with the Veil. Each successive experiment, another step towards her own oblivion.
We've isolated the signature for Dr. Essie's consciousness from Neomuna. Her Chioma could convince Maya to end this.
Her Chioma stood by and watched it happen before. Sunderesh has brought Cabal under the Echo's power. Her mastery is growing. This will be our only chance to end the threat and secure the Echo.
Wait, I don't... This is her. Chioma Essie. From our own past. Here. Dead. She's been thrown away too. Does Maya know what she's done?
Fidelity test. When did you first tell me you loved me?
I wish I could remember a time I loved you.
Ooh.
Elaborate.
I watched the woman I loved whittle herself away. Compromise by compromise.
And I stood by you in each atrocity. Now all I see in front of me is a monster. Not my sunrise.
I'm trying to save you. You're not my Chioma. If you were her, you would understand. Degasi.
I am her. What I am not is your personal delusion.
You're like all the others. Scared and shallow-minded. Degasi exomind. Emotional fidelity test failed.
She found her Chioma and discarded her like all the rest.
Yikes.
That was my
Well,
fear.
there goes that plan.
Maya knows what she's become. There is no version of her wife who would accept her as she is now. Sunderesh is so shrouded by her own obsession
I really hope this
that she
isn't
did
harder.
not
I
even
hope this is the
recognize
same
Chioma from her
difficulty.
own simulation.
But she'll keep searching, murdering Chioma again and again, trying to find someone who's already dead.
If just for that, she must be stopped.
Calculating chances of the Vex Mind survival against our combined efforts.
It's done so, Captain.
Guardian, you will have to confront her again. This will end. Saint, do you have the coordinates?
I am here, Osiris. I am ready.
Is that a wise course of action, Osiris?
Sunderesh, you are obsessed. Can't you see that? You already found your Chioma.
You've destroyed my work. And now you're coming for me. So be it.
Guardian, I will stand with you. I know who I am. She won't command me again.
Maya will never listen to us.
We have to try.
There is no walking back from what she's done to Chioma Essi.
We must give her a choice. She can still surrender.
I'll be by your
I don't know
side
about
when
that
she
one.
doesn't.
I like what Ikora just said there. Man, the fact that we had to do that 3 times is ridiculous.
You had to drag me down to bleed in the mud with you.
How many died to find the Chioma you call yours? Even then, you cast it aside.
You think that facsimile, that copy, was my Chioma? With fear behind her eyes? No. Not mine.
Splitting hairs to justify murder? You sound like Clovis.
Oh, an emotional assessment. Life is prototypes and iterations. Each past you relative to you now. Third-dimensional beings struggle with this concept.
No more words. Surrender!
Why? How will you compel me if I refuse? Put it down, Ikora. Honestly. The rest of you, lay down your arms.
Oh no.
Thank you. Now, come, drink your fill. Let me change your mind.
You can choose to end this differently. Let this obsession go.
Choice is the ego raging against the inevitable.
You may not see a choice. But I make my own fate.
Good shit, Saint.
I command you.
Not this time.
I can only make you look. Perhaps, in time, you will see.
She escaped. The Echo with her.
All right, so we didn't kill her, but we got her to stop doing what she was doing. All right, let's see what
Greetings,
going on
Captain.
here.
I am quite pleased that you are alive. My planetary scans reveal that the Vex machinery within Nessus is dormant once again. Perhaps learning the truth about Chioma caused Maya to question her own judgment and halt her plans for galactic domination.
Or maybe she changed her mind when Saint Unit and Ikora blasted the paint off her chassis.
Either way, she has vanished into the Vex network. I will continue monitoring Nessus, but I believe we can celebrate a successful mission.
Well, you can celebrate, at least. I was part of a crew again, and now it's over. I don't like goodbyes. You know, I thought I'd be sadder. Usually when I'm alone, it's like whoever left turned off the lights behind them. It gets real dark. But now, there's still a little brightness left. It's not coming from you, or Saint Unit, or Captain Jacobson. I guess it's me. I think maybe I can keep going just for me. See you around, Captain. Thanks for everything.
It's weird to hear an emotional sentiment like that from an AI, but that's kind of sad that she's Failsafe 3. I just realized that. Honestly, I hope that we can transfer... I hope at some point Bungie decides to transfer Failsafe's core into the helm, so that way she's like our AI for the whole rest of the game. I think that would be cool. But who knows, man. Alright, speak to Saint 14.
You found traces of Maya, Guardian? So she still lives, hidden somewhere in the Vex network. I hope she will abandon her terrible search for her lost Chioma. But I fear she may be beyond reason. Maya wanted everything just so. But people do not always fit cleanly into a frame. They spill out over the edges. That beautiful mess is what makes us who we are. If you demand only perfection, you will end up alone. For no one is perfect. Of course, some of us are closer than others. Ha! I joke. I know who I am. I accept myself and all my flaws. And to me, I am enough. You understand what I am saying, Failsafe?
I understand, Saint Unit. I'm not gonna do a little speech about it, but I understand.
Good enough.
All right. Cool.
Guardian, I hope the helm isn't too crowded. A broad audience would make this difficult. I miss Cade every day of my life. I thought I'd moved on. I was wrong. I can't forget my friend. My teammate.
But we just had the final shape.
Death cuts a wound in the living. It scabs over, but anything can tear it open again. We all bear this wound eventually. The Maya Sunderesh who became the conductor couldn't accept that. She wanted her wife back, no matter how much she hurt Chioma doing it. Her actions were dangerous. Beyond that, they were cruel to the woman she loved. There's nothing I want more than to speak with Cade again. The Pale Heart gave us a second chance. It wasn't enough. The burden of the living is that life continues, despite our grief. Despite those who don't continue with us. It troubled Osiris to see his drive reflected in Maya. I see myself in her grief. I see Zavala. And yet it's not grief we condemn, but her actions. I always find I learn best by teaching. Thank you, Guardian, for being a patient student.
All right. All right, everybody, that is Act 3 of Echoes. So that's it. That's all of Echoes. Echoes is done. I enjoyed Echoes. I thought it was good. Obviously, the final shape was the more important thing that they wanted to focus on, right? And that always happens when they drop an expansion. But I thought the story for the conductor was pretty interesting. Maya Sunderesh is a very interesting character. I definitely want to learn more about her. I definitely cannot wait to see what Bungie does with Maya's character. It's possible that they just wanted to introduce her to this expansion and to the game here, and then she becomes a box art enemy at some point down the line during one of the major expansions that they do. So I guess we'll see. I mean, we got a lot more expansions for Destiny coming. The second saga is, you know, coming out next year, so I'm very excited to see where this continues. So thank you very much all for watching my Echoes content. Feel free to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button down below if you want to see more stuff. I am going to be working on getting more than just Destiny content out on the channel. I realize that I've been doing a lot of Destiny content. I do want to get some other stuff out there. Since I'm not streaming to Twitch anymore, as often, I do think I am going to return to Twitch every now and again, just for like when I think a good streaming game comes out. But I need to get more stuff out there besides Destiny. So we'll figure it out. I had to take a long break from content creation, so it feels good to kind of be back at this again. I will see you all in the next video, whatever it is. Thanks again for watching, and take care, everyone. Have a wonderful night.